The Martha Graham Dance Company is celebrating its centennial with Graham 100, a program that includes 2 new works along with a classic favorite. Performances are set for this Friday at the Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts. And to learn more, we welcome Deandra Adamczyk. She's artist and performance programmer at Scottsdale Center for the Arts. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. This is really the first modern dance company in the U.S., correct?
That's right. It is the oldest dance company in the U.S., and Martha Graham is often referred to as the mother of modern dance.
Why is she referred? Why is she so revered?
She was one of the first to break the rigid rules of ballet and create her own form of movement that was really expressive and embodied human spirit and emotions, and created a whole new technique called the Graham technique that is still practiced and taught today.
I got to ask you, what is the Graham technique?
It is a lot of restriction and expansion, kind of symbolic of the human breath. And
Interesting.
Yeah, very fluid and very unlike the rigidity of ballet.
More of like a tension and relief sort of a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and particularly American as well, I would imagine.
Yes, she's very known for capturing an American spirit, and Appalachian Spring, which is on the program, definitely embodies that style of hers. Follows a young married couple into the new frontiers, the American West, and has a lot of American folklore and culture in it.
Yeah, I want to get, well, let's talk about some of the performances. I want to get to Appalachian Spring in a second here, but the suite. Cave and We the People. Start with We the People. These are new pieces. Talk to us about them.
That's right. It's really exciting because Graham has over 100 works of her own, but recently, to celebrate their centennial, they have commissioned new choreographers, choreographers to create new work for the company.
Yeah.
So this piece was choreographed by Hoshef Scheifer. He's based in the UK, and he's also a composer. They're really inspired by the techno rave scene.
Interesting.
And bringing it to a choreographed level. And then, sorry, this is a piece of We the People.
Yes.
I
was going to say,
because
that's okay.
That's
all right. We the People. I think we're looking at We the People, right?
Yes. Jamar Roberts, who's based in New York, he's the choreographer of that piece. And it's a remounting of Agnes de Mille's piece, Americana, so it definitely has that American spirit, just like Martha Graham. And the music is set by Rhiannon Giddens from the Carolina Chocolate Drop. So it has a beautiful American folk backdrop to this piece. And
I love the contemporary nature of all this.
Yeah, it's like it's a fresh perspective of America today.
Okay, now Cave is back what you were talking about originally, correct?
Right, with Hoshef, the UK choreographer.
Yes, and the rave scene?
Yeah, that's the other new piece that was created for the company. You can see it's really high energy, collective movement, really cathartic too, embodying that spirit of, dancing together and all being in sync.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we saw We the People. We're looking at Cave right there, and you'd mentioned earlier Appalachian Spring Suite, and that's the one that I think most people would probably at least be somewhat familiar with because Appalachian Spring is a classic, Aaron Copland classic.
Right. Yeah. He created this score for Martha Graham and won a Pulitzer for it, and created it in 1944, and I feel like it's still relevant and interesting to be shown.
Yes.
I think it's really special because it takes place out in the West.
Yes.
And has a lot of Western flair to it.
Got all those octaves going up and down with Aaron Copland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we watch this and we watch some of the other performances there, for those people who aren't well versed in modern dance, and they think they're sitting there going, I think I'm missing something. I think I'm missing something here. How would you advise them to go to a performance? What do you do? What do you look at? What do you think about?
Well, I love contemporary dance because unlike a lot of other traditional dance forms, there is not one set technique that dancers use, and there isn't one meaning that you're supposed to take away. So it's really your interpretation of the piece, and there's a lot of humanistic elements that get brought in, and it's really a reflection, of what we're dealing with today as people.
But let's say the cave. Do you have to know that maybe it was inspired by the rave scene, or do you not need to know that?
I definitely think you do not need to. We do have program books with information about the works, but I think the artists really want you to feel a gut reaction and want you to experience the piece however you come to it. And what you take away from it is going to be different from every person.
And later, you can look it up and kind of do the research on it and say, oh yeah, and all right. And maybe the second time you see it, you could look for something or experience something different.
Yeah, and there is a post-show Q&A, so it's always really interesting to get to ask questions
cool.
to the company and dive deeper into what you were interested in and what you thought the piece had been about.
One night only, right?
One night, this Friday.
Friday night, and it's all three works, and it's Martha Graham. Boy, it seems like Martha Graham has been around forever, because she has been around for about 100 years, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Well, very good. Congratulations and good luck with that, and thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You bet.